Hello guys, welcome to today's video. So today we'll be continuing our series on the customer relation management, and the topic of discussion is the customer development. Customer development is essential because it is only through the customer development that you will be able to upsell or cross sell your products or the services. So in this video we'll see how. So in the customer life cycle, we have discussed earlier also, there are basically three key stages which are the core stages. The first one being the you first acquire the customer, and the second stage was to retain the customer. Now once you have retained the customer, now it is essential that the customer who is there with you, who is associated with you, you are developing the customer in a sense that he is able to generate more profits to you, that you can do by your upselling or the cross selling of your products to him. So this is the third stage. So what exactly is the customer development? It is a process of growing the value of the retained customers. So what you are doing is you are trying to grow the value of that existing customer. That is, you are trying to increase the CLV of the customer by upselling and cross-selling more of your existing products or services. So this is essentially the customer development stage. So some of the terminologies which we are using is the upselling and cross-selling. So what is cross-selling? Cross-selling is selling the additional products and services to an existing customer. So your customer, let us say, is only purchasing a laptop from your company over a course of time. And what you will do is you will try to sell more products like pen drive or an external hard disk to the existing customer. So this way, these products are not actually the existing product, but they're delivering some more value, or these are the additional products and services to the existing product that you are trying to sell to an existing customer. So selling these type of additional products is known as the cross selling. The second term, which is upselling, is selling the higher price or a higher margin product to an existing customer. Let us say your existing customer is using a laptop having a Core i5 Intel processor and is using a Windows 10 OS, let us say. Now he has come to your shop and is again trying to repeat the purchase. Then what you will do is you will try to upsell the product. What you will do is you will tell the customer to purchase a i7 processor with a Windows 11 OS, which is the latest OS. Though both the products are actually delivering the value which the customer is expecting, but then this i7 processor operating system with Windows 11 is, let us say, is having a price of 50,000, whereas this is having a 40,000. The basic need of the customer is the same. He just want to use it for a normal day-to-day use purpose, the laptop. So both these products can serve the customer. But then what you do is you try to upsell the you're trying to sell the product of higher margin or the higher price product. So this type of selling is known as the upselling. So these two are essential for the customer development. So what are some of the useful CRM technologies that you can use so that you are adding more to the customer development, so that you are actually upselling and cross-selling more of your existing products? So first is the campaign management. What you do is you can run a campaign so that your customers are aware of the new products or the cross products, so that they eventually will purchase them. So you can run a campaign management program, or the second one is like a event management program, event based marketing. This type of event is, let us say, if you are having a salary account, your customers are having the salary accounts in your bank, you generally know that the 30th or 31st of the month end they will get the salary. What you can do is you can try to sell your loans or some car loan during these days. So it's the event based. On the 30 or 31st salary will come. Once the salary come, that day you send an email to them, or you give a telephone call to them that they can have a purchase a car loan, home loan, something of that sort. So it's a event based. So this type of marketing can also be done. The third one is the data mining. So data mining is basically a kind of a technology where you will go through the data, you will collect the data of the customer, and then you will use it to sell the products to him. This is a very deep topic we'll be covering in the future chapters. Okay. For now, just remember that the data mining is one of the useful technologies which can be useful for the customer development. Okay. Next is customizing the products. Since the customer is there with you for a long time and he's having good relationship with you, then what you can do is you can just customize some of your products that are well suited for the customer. Even this is one of the technique which is normally used. And the other one is the integrated customer communication. Like you can nowadays social media is very popular. So if you want to tell something to the customer about your new products, what you can do is you can use the YouTube, you can use the Facebook ads, you can use the Instagram ads. Since all these are more or less linked to the Gmail ID, so once you know the Gmail ID, what you can do is you can give the same ad on the home pages of the YouTube, the Facebook, or the Instagram of your customer. So these are the different type of customer communication, and these are integrated. So this also is one of the methods which is used nowadays for customer development for upselling and the cross-selling. And the sixth is the marketing optimization, where you actually optimize your marketing strategies so that you can have a better customer development. Next. Next is what if you don't want to retain the customer and you want to actually break the relationship with that. Normally what happens in a B2B business to business, sometimes there is a sometimes you don't want to continue doing a business with that other business organization who is a customer of yours. So you want to break the relationship or you don't want to continue with them. And what you will do is you will try to break, or you want to sack the customer. The other term that is sacking. So here the customer is basically another business in a B2B, whereas in a B2C it is a end consumer B2C. So sacking the customer is also known as a demarketing. So you don't want to continue the relationship, you don't want to associate yourself with that customer. Then that term is demarketing. This is very important. So normally why this happens is relationship dissolve when one partner no longer views the relationship as worth the continuing investment. So you don't see any point in continuing the relationship. So what you will do is you will try to break the relationship and or you dissolve the relationship, which is known as demarketing. So what are some strategies that can be used for demarketing? What you can do is if you don't want to serve the existing customer, what you will do is you will make them profitable by raising prices or cutting the cost to serve. What you will do is you will raise the price of the existing product which you are selling to the customer. Then what will happen eventually, the customer will feel that you are selling the product at a higher prices, so he will eventually stop buying the product for that from your business, or you can cut the cost to serve. So this is also another method where you are acquiring the cost and you are actually serving the cost that is lowered. And the strategy is unbundle the offer. Let us say in case of a laptop plus pen drive plus hard disk you are selling to existing customer at let us say at a cost of 50,000. What you will do is you will unbundle the offer of this. You will just sell the laptop at 45,000 and then pen drive at 5,000 and then this external hard disk another 5,000. So you are unbundling this offer. You are selling the products individually. So this is also one of the techniques which are generally used by companies for as a demarketing purpose when you want to break the relationship with the existing customers. Third one is respecify the product. It is another technological term. What you just sell the same product but in a different way, which is not yielding or not giving a perception of performance to the customer. Then in that case, eventually you will break the relationship with the customer, or the customer no longer buys the product from you. Another technique which is used is reorganize sales, marketing, and service departments. In a B2B, since businesses are in contact with other businesses, then what you will do is normally a sales, marketing team, and the service departments. These are in coordination with the other businesses. So one technique can be normally you are engaging, you are maintaining the business over the telephone. You are giving a personal calls to them. Now what you can do is instead of telephoning them, you can just tell them to visit the website, click on a link and go to some place. So this will what they will do, the customers they will not feel the interpersonal connect with that. So this will actually eventually lead to uh, discontinuation of relationship in some cases. So this is one of the example where you reorganize the departments so that they are not having the same relationship as that of the previous case. Next is introducing ABC class service, like you are actually degrading the service. Initially used to give them the telephone calls, now you are just telling them to file a ticket of that sort. So this is kind of you're degrading the services to them. It's a basic introduce ABC class service. That is the terminology that is used. When you degrade the services, it is called ABC class service. Next is now we have understood some of the time the companies will want to have to demarcate themselves or they want to break their relationship. So when the companies try to do, there are three categories in which the companies will fall into that when they are trying to demarcate themselves. So what are those categories? First is the hardliners. Hardliners is they actually take an active and rigorous stance. So they are very strong and they are very firm on their opinion that they want to break the relationship. So this comes under the category of hardliners. Just remember the definition hardliners that they take a very hard stand or a rigorous stand. The second one is the appeasers. Appeasers take a more of a cautious approach. So in the demarketing process, what they will do is they'll take a very cautious approach because sometimes what happens is your customer is there with you for a very long time and suddenly you are trying to break the relationship with the customer, then there are chances that the customer will try to defame your organization or may spread the bad word of mouth publicity. So organizations are also very careful whenever they're trying to demarket themselves. So this type of approach, when they are very cautious, these companies, and then those come under the category of officers. The third category is basically the undecided, where the companies are reluctant to terminate the relationships because they fear the cost of attracting the new customers is high. As we said, demarketing is a process of breaking the relationship with existing customer. For your business to run profitable, of course, you need to acquire the new customers. So sometimes what happens is the cost of acquiring the new customer is high, then the demarketing or the old customers, then in that case also sometimes the companies are reluctant to switch or to conduct the demarketing process. So this is an undecided category. So these are the three categories. So this is what in this video we have discussed overall about the customer development. Customer development is essentially a phase where you will try to upsell or cross-sell your products so that they are more profitable to you. We have discussed the various techniques, how you can upsell or cross-sell the products, and also what if you want to break the relationship with that customer, then you will use the techniques of demarketing, and we have discussed some other clusters of demarketing. So if you have liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos, and thank you for watching.